Hello, dear friend. This is your weekly astrology horoscope for July the 12th through the 18th. This week, we have a couple of interesting and positive aspects like conjunction between Venus and Mars, very exciting aspect for love and relationships. Also, we will have Mercury in a positive aspect with Jupiter, so great time for making plans, hopefully for traveling as well, and also for learning new exciting things. The Sun will have a trine with Neptune. This one is a great aspect that can boost your intuition and creativity and also can help you to relax a little bit. The last 2 weeks were quite intense. We had those Tau squares. First, Mars with Saturn and Uranus, then Venus with Saturn and Uranus. So the last 2 weeks were pretty intense. There are some very positive energies this week which can help us to relax a little bit. The only major challenging aspect we need to be careful with is an opposition between the Sun and Pluto. It will be exact on Saturday, and it may trigger some kind of intense confrontations or some kind of dedication to a particular idea or project. And it may also bring some intensity. But most of the aspects are harmonious. So compared to the past 2 weeks, I think that this one will be more relaxing, more positive. There is some dynamic, of course. Venus-Mars can be a very dynamic aspect, but I think that we may look at things from a different perspective. And before we move to the daily horoscopes, I also want to share with you a wonderful new platform that honestly I recently learned about. It's called Clubhouse. And it allows interaction through audio, live communication. So I have created a club there. I think it's called a club, and you're welcome to join us. I will put the link below. Keep in mind that this is a very limited access platform, at least for now. Someone needs to invite you in order to join us. So if you need, use my link to join the platform and our club. It's totally free, and we will have some wonderful discussions there. On Monday, 9 a.m., we have a meeting. You can join me and learn about some interesting stuff during the week. Ask me your questions. If you are wondering whether you should do something, which is the best day, hop up on our call and ask me the question. I will be happy to guide you. You can also search for me directly on Clubhouse if you already have the account there. The club is called Astrology with Marina, or my personal profile, which is Marina Stoichkova. Okay. And yeah, one more thing, I almost forgot. We have 20% discount for all readings. It's a very short sale, so check the link below if you want to make yourself a gift with an astrology reading. You can do that with a discount right now. Let's move now to Monday. Again, we have our live meeting on Clubhouse at 9 a.m. On Monday, we have a beautiful trine between Mercury and Jupiter. And this aspect is fantastic for planning, for learning, for having a more positive perspective, for some kind of surprising positive news, and also for traveling, for exploring something, even for negotiations. The aspect is fantastic. The moon is in Leo, so it brings positive, exciting energy, great time to focus on your desires, the things that you really want, the things that you are passionate about. You will most likely succeed and be happy about it and be more productive. So overall, Monday is a fantastic day. On Tuesday, we have the exciting conjunction between Venus and Mars in Leo, one of the most passionate signs. And this is also one of the most passionate combinations, Venus and Mars. On the positive side, this can be great for taking action on the things that you deeply like and want. This is huge. So if you want to have something in your life, take action. Be brave, be courageous, follow your desires, in other words. Also in relationships, this aspect can bring more passion, more attraction, more excitement. But here is the trick also. We can become also very impulsive. And Leo is a very, very fiery sign, a sign which is deeply committed to his own desires. So it's possible that we may overdo things, or we can push other people too much, or we might be too impulsive. So keep it in mind. Overall, it can bring lots of passion in relationships, but it's possible that we may also push the other person too much, or maybe even have some possible confrontations. So try to use this burning energy for something exciting and positive instead of arguments and pushing other people. But overall, it's about prosperity, it's about positive attitude, and it's about enjoying things as well. The moon is in Virgo on Tuesday, which can help with being a little bit more grounded, a little bit more patient. I think that this balances very well the Venus-Mars conjunction. So for work, it can be beneficial if you want to organize things, prioritize, evaluate things. This position should hopefully make us quite productive. Then on Wednesday, the only aspects are the ones of the moon. The moon will be in Virgo, and again, we can be more patient, we can be more organized, we can focus on some practical tasks that require from us more attention, more dedication, more mental focus as well. The trine between the moon and Uranus can help us to be more innovative, more creative, maybe to try something new, something positive may surprise us as well. Financially, we can also make some very good decisions. And there is a sextile between the moon and the sun, which is a great aspect for self-expression, for doing something that we like, maybe even for spending some time with our family. After all, the sun is in Cancer, so family topic can be important and beneficial. And the only challenging aspect on Wednesday is an opposition between the moon and Neptune. And this aspect can make things a little bit confusing, or we may forget about something, or we may have some kind of unrealistic perspective about something. So just remind yourself to check things so you don't get distracted and you don't forget about something really important. On Thursday, we have, I would say the best aspect, at least for me personally, during this week, the trine between the Sun and Neptune. If you know me, you probably have heard me talking nice things about Neptune, because I really love this energy. It's about compassion, it's about creativity, it's about connecting to your deeper truth. So it can be totally amazing. And I'm not saying there aren't any challenging sides, but this time we don't expect them because we have a positive aspect. So allow yourself to enjoy your creativity, listen to your intuition, do a little spiritual practice or meditation. This aspect can really help you also to find healing and also some peace. One of the best things about Neptune is that it can be very peaceful and relaxing. During the same day, we also have Mercury with 2 aspects. There is one challenging aspect with Mars. It's a minor aspect, so hopefully it won't be too strong and intense, but it may bring some issues in our communication. So be careful with that. Don't be too impulsive. Be mindful about the words you're using, how you're expressing yourself. The other aspect is a creative aspect with Saturn, which can help our logic, which can help us to find practical ideas, to organize things, prioritize correctly, and to do something concrete about our plans and our ideas. And the moon is in Virgo during the morning until 10 a.m., 10:30 approximately. So probably we will be more organized and more focused during the morning. After that, the moon will shift to Libra. So that's a great time for relationships, for connecting with others, for trying to find the balance in every way. So overall, the Libra moon brings more harmony. Then on Friday, Venus is having a quincunx with Neptune. So this is a very interesting aspect. And honestly, I was kind of wondering, okay, how should I define this? Should it be a neutral or a positive aspect or a challenging aspect? Because the truth is that it can be all of those things. At first, the quincunx is more challenging. So there could be something which we are missing, which we are forgetting, which we are not analyzing properly in terms of financial things, in terms of our personal life and relationships. But the aspect may turn into something much more positive over time. So it's totally possible that after that things will get great and we can make some very intuitive financial decisions in relationships. There might be understanding, compassion, kindness. So it's a delicate situation, but if we are open to the positive energy, I think that it can have a very calming and healing influence for our personal life and our emotional well-being. The moon is in Libra, so it brings even more focus to Venus. So relationships will be very important, and the atmosphere should be very balancing and harmonious and joyful. Then Saturday comes with this big challenging aspect between Sun and Pluto. And overall, it can bring lots of intensity, some kind of power struggles, feeling disempowered. But it can also make us so focused on something that we can be kind of obsessed about it. And for some people, that's totally working in their advantage. They are more productive, but keep in mind that it's very intense. And also, it may bring some issues when it comes to financial decisions, when it comes to communication with family or with authority figures. So be more gentle with yourself and with others as well. The good news is that the Sun will have a creative aspect with Jupiter. And this one can hopefully bring us more relaxation, deeper understanding, something positive as a possibility. And the moon is also in an interesting position. During the first half of the day, it's in Libra. So things can be more balanced, we can be more gentle and kinder. But after 3 p.m. Eastern Time, the moon will shift to Scorpio. And this will bring even more focus to the Pluto energy. So the second half of the day can be even more intense, and in communication things might be very dramatic and quite intense, but only the second half. So the first half with the Libra moon will probably be more peaceful, but the evening can be quite intense. And finally, Sunday comes with many quincunxes. So we have 3 of them: Venus with Pluto, Mars with Neptune, Mercury with Saturn. That's very rare and also very specific. The quincunx brings changes, and at first, as I said, things can be more difficult. Over time, they can get much more positive. So it's possible that in relationships, in our communication, when it comes to our decisions and actions, we may need to adjust things, and at first there might be challenges, but over time we may turn them into positives. So things are exciting, things are also quite intense. The moon is in Scorpio, and this is the most intense position. So overall, the atmosphere can be very emotional. People may overreact, people may have this inner tension as well. So again, we need to be more careful. Mercury has a minor challenging aspect with Venus. So in communication also, things might be a little bit more disharmonious. We need to be more careful. How are we expressing our desires in relationships, in negotiations? Things can be kind of trickier. So this is our weekly overview. As you can see, we have such a variety of aspects, but most of them are positive. Saturday seems to be the most intense day. Sunday comes right after that. But overall, the week is opening new opportunities because we are in the first phase of the lunar cycle. We are after a new moon. So it's time to get out there, do things, and feel better about it. Don't forget to join us on Clubhouse. On Monday, we have a meeting and it will be from 9 a.m. Eastern Time. I'm planning regular sessions there. You can join me and ask your questions if you have any. I would love to connect with you. Check our readings. Also, the 20% discount is for a very short time. Links are below. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to contact me. And thank you so much for joining me. I will see you next week.